afternoon, Camp Davy Crockett.
I'm Hayden.
And I'm Zeph.
And I'm Earl.
And I'm Randy.
And welcome to Camp Davy Chronicles.
This is our first ever time with two guests at once, and I think it's already one of the greatest episodes of all time.
Yeah, we spent almost 30 minutes just trying to get prepared to gain our composure to start recording.
We had to double the budget for this episode from $0 to $0.
But we're worth it.
Yeah. So, what's been happening this last week at the camp, Hayden?
So we've had Cubs and Webelos. So two different
That's
weekends. True. So on the first weekend, and I don't know the dates, we had Cub Adventure Camp. And then this weekend that we're recording now, we had Webelo. I think there's a different name for it.
Webelos Resident Camp.
Webelos Resident Camp, yeah.
Yeah.
And the theme was off to the races. We brought Earl and Randy because they're our fastest people on camp.
That's right.
I gotta say, when we started the Cub Adventure Camp and they set up all this like horse race, like Kentucky Derby stuff on the porch for the theme, because they always dress up the headquarters for the theme. And I thought it was just like the same as last year with the Wild West stuff, because it was just horses. And I was like, did they change the theme? And then I saw the shirt. The t-shirt has like a checker flag, like it's like NASCAR races.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a little bit, I don't know. We did what we could.
So what did you guys do over the weekends?
I did the jungle gym.
Oh, it's true. You did. Oh, man.
And I taught this wonderful class on flag etiquette. And I had this big crowd of people there, and I talked for almost an hour and a half, and I still didn't get through. But they know how to etiquette a flag now.
That's good. That's good. Did you get your videos watched?
I did, except right in the middle of it, we had this thunderstorm.
Oh, man.
And the power went off. And so I had to make up a bunch of stuff to make up for it. But we did okay.
What videos?
You got to be prepared.
Yeah.
He had videos to show that talked about what the flag is and how it means and stuff like that.
Right. We did have a very large thunderstorm suddenly roll in.
It's still here. During
the second open block of Saturday at Webelos camp, which is the day we're recording.
Yeah.
And I have to say, this was a very unique weekend at Webelos camp, where I'm pretty sure we had the hottest day of the summer and the biggest storm of the summer in 2 days.
Yeah.
So I think yesterday was hotter than today.
Yeah, it definitely was.
But yeah, that was quite the shift of the weather.
Yeah, so tell us about the jungle gym, because, so Randy is technically on shooting sports this week.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, we've claimed him.
For Webelos or for Cubs?
For both.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tell us about like what you've been doing these weekends.
Well, nobody got hurt.
That's a
good way to preface this, yeah.
They just walked across the jungle gym.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you say they walk across the jungle, so there's these giant. I guess it's not a tripod because there's four. What would you call that? A
quadrupod.
Quadpod. So there's four of them, and they're tripod looking things, and
yeah, I think it's a jungle gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
Oh, tetrapod, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyways, and so, but there's logs that are tied with lashings, and you go around it, and it's like a little jungle gym, as Earl stated.
Wow.
Hey, a tetrapod,
we found this tetrapod.
We found one up there.
That's a theropod. This is a dinosaur that Earl and Randy brought. It's still got the tag on it.
Yeah.
Did you guys just buy that?
Just for the podcast?
We tagged it and
tagged it. Caught in the wild, tagged it, catch and release. Okay.
Well, he didn't release it yet.
Well, yeah, catch.
We're going to release it at Camp Davy Crockett.
Oh, is that the Forest or Kevin Forosaurus Rex?
That might be its child. I don't know. It's a little bit smaller.
We're going to be Dinosaur Wranglers next year.
Oh boy, can't wait for that.
Good preview, or wait, not a preview.
Tease.
Tease to next year's skit.
Yeah.
So speaking
Camp Davy Chronicles post-credit scene.
Speaking of skits, you guys probably had the funniest skit, if not the second funniest skit at camp this year.
If not the 8th funniest. No, I'm just kidding.
So
Yeah, Hayden, you know what? We've been a snake hunting all year. You know that?
it's true. They have. If you guys didn't get a chance to see their snake wrangling skit, it will be posted on the YouTubes sometime after this when it gets edited down because we recorded the entire campfire and it'll be up. It was hilarious. I don't think there was a moment where I wasn't laughing at them. I mean, at their skit, not at them. No.
We got somebody every week.
Yeah. It was funny. I was a little jealous because I didn't get got until the very last campfire, and I was like, they're not going to get.
What do you mean by get got?
Make the best for last.
Yeah, making fun of. Well, not making fun of, but
Well, so every they would change their skit around.
Yeah,
but they would always have some snakes, rubber snakes that they wrangled. And they would name them different things, and they would always make fun of different staff members with them.
That was the rifle range rattlesnake.
Yeah.
What's the rifle range rattles?
Well, Randy, you know what? It hangs around up there at the rifle range. If it had arms and legs and hands, it'd tear up everything, got his hands off.
So
I don't get the joke for that.
Some backstory of that is Earl thinks that I broke
that you broke the sound system
twice.
Yeah,
but I wasn't there. Wasn't me.
You definitely were there.
At least twice.
At least.
That's just this year.
At least twice. I don't know if the. Yeah.
Yeah. So
we had the Clayton Copperhead too.
That's true. Yeah. I forgot.
Tried to get the arrow of light in his quiver.
You never had a Zeph snake, did you?
No.
They're like,
I'm just too good. They can't make fun of me.
We couldn't figure out anything to do for you.
Yeah, but he was a kind of a chess commentator.
Oh yeah, we did make.
Oh, they did. Yeah,
and
that's right.
And you know what? I decided I didn't want to be no chess commentator.
Yeah, what did you do before?
I like to have a real job.
Yeah.
So I went to snake hunting.
That's true. It wasn't a snake, but they did poke fun at the chess skit in their skit, even though their skit was before the chess skit. It's just it was just for me.
Is there a college for that, snake hunting?
Oh yeah.
What's the name of the college?
It's the Snake University, and it's guaranteed that you know how to hunt snakes when you graduate.
What state is that in?
I think it's West Virginia.
At the summit.
Oh man! So the West Virginia Snake Wrangling School University.
Yeah, university.
Do you have a master's in that?
Doctorate.
Oh wow!
I'm a doctor. I'm doctor commissioner here.
Doctor commissioner. Checker.
I've got a degree in commissioner doctor.
Snake wrangler.
What about you? Have you worked on your doctorate?
I'm just his apprentice.
Oh, okay.
All right.
But you're working towards it.
Oh,
yeah. You got your bachelor's yet?
No.
Okay. So what did you do, Hayden, for the Cubs and Webelos?
So like normal, I didn't shoot. I watched the youth shoot BBs, wrist rockets, and archery. And a couple weeks ago, we made a joke that we were going to do all of the shooting sports at one range.
Yeah.
And this last week and this week, the weekends,
Webelos?
We did it.
Did you do for Cubs and Webelos?
Yep.
Oh.
We did all the shooting sports at one range.
Amazing.
And so technically we used two because we used the shotgun range, but they're close enough where it's just one field.
It's okay. The whole thing's one field.
I had fun doing it.
Yeah, and Randy was up there, and he got to shoot a little bit, and it was great.
I could not hit the 500.
Yeah, we had this elusive can, neon orange in the very back. That was the 500-point can.
Wow.
And if you could hit it, guess how many points you got? 500.
Oh, okay.
Too bad I wasn't up there.
Yeah, Earl would have shot it every time.
That's right.
He'd have put his snakes on it.
He'd used his doctor skills.
That's right.
Doctor commissioner.
So I got to teach some different things during the Cubs and Webelos camp because I don't know if you guys might not know this if you're not in Cub Scouts, but Cub Scouts have some interesting adventures is what they're called. Instead of merit badges, they have adventures, and they have requirements just like merit badges. But they're usually less requirements. But I got to teach. What did I teach for Cubs? For Cubs, I taught roaring laughter and super science.
You should have got Earl and Randy to teach roaring laughter.
Roaring laughter. I mean, man.
We've been roaring laughter all summer.
Yeah. I'll tell you
That's true. And then for the Webelos, I taught Into the Woods, which is kind of, my normal thing, nature stuff. And then sports, which is not my normal thing.
Yeah, I meant to ask you how that went because, you're the least, not in a mean way, the least athletic person I know on staff, I think.
Least?
Yeah, least athletic. Yeah.
What sport did you do?
So we did kickball and ultimate frisbee.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pretty good,
Yeah, and Pop-Tart helped me with it.
Randy's a pretty good kickball player.
Is he?
Yeah.
Frisbee golf player.
And Frisbee golf player. You played kickball with us that one year, didn't you?
I don't know. We played softball one night.
Yeah, that's what it was. Softball. Okay.
Yeah, I virtually begged Pop-Tart to help me with sports because I don't know anything about sports. No, not really, but kind of. Anyway, but I was pretty proud of myself because both weekends I managed to incorporate a Weird Al Yankovic song into my curriculum in a way that was relevant to the requirements. So for roaring laughter, of course,
that was
easy. But I started off the class playing "Dare to Be Stupid," which is a very wacky song. And I danced like an idiot and made all the Cub Scouts laugh to set the mood. Yeah, just normal me, And then for sports, I played sports song, which for the requirement where we had to talk about sportsmanship, which is a song where it's like a marching band kind of like pep song, but it's like trash talking the other team. Yeah. And I was like, I played the song and I was like, okay, is that good sportsmanship? And fortunately, they all paid attention and said it's not.
I forgot where I was going to go. I was going to ask a question, but then...
But the first weekend when I did the roaring laughter and super science, the Cub Scouts that were in my class started calling me silly guy after roaring laughter. And then the second day they started calling me science guy. Yeah. And so then by the end I was silly science guy.
No, it could be worse. One of the midweek evaluations for your program area was Seth is cool.
Man, that actually just happened today. Cheryl was asking about her son Seth and someone thought that she said Zeph. It happens. Where the names, public service announcement, they are two different names.
Yep, Zeph.
See, Seth, even my
Zeph.
Good friend, my friend of more than 10 years, Hayden Guevara, still gets my name wrong.
Who are you? How long have y'all been friends?
Couple of years. We were in last year on staff.
Yeah.
Earl's like, hold on, are we friends?
Yeah,
I got to think about that for a minute. He's my faithful assistant, but he throws me on the bus sometimes, though.
Only in checkers.
In check.
But I beat him in checkers.
Okay, I was going to say, Earl here is the undisputed Camp Davy Crockett checkers champion.
Man, Dylan's going to be upset.
Definitely not disputed at all in any way.
See, I let him boil a few along just to keep him baited up a little bit. I don't want to make him feel too bad when I beat him all the time.
Tell him what we were going to do with the poster board and the golf cart.
Well, you see, we was going to make this sign, and while he was teaching class to drive the cart back and forth the sign.
Get your picture
made with the champion, $1.
Davy Crockett.
And when you say him, you mean Dylan.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Dylan is proud of like never losing checkers, and like they both have but Earl and Dylan both say that they never lose, and no one actually knows.
Yeah.
Well, I will admit he might have beat me one time.
A long time ago.
Yeah, back in history. Ancient history.
Have you ever beat Earl in checkers?
Me and Earl are 1-1 and 2.
Oh,
wait, what? What does that mean?
I won 1, lost 1, and tied 2.
Oh,
1-1 and 2.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Hey, he can count. I think he's either counting or stuttering. I'm not sure which.
He would go into the trading post, and I'd say, Earl, hang back a minute. I'd walk in the trading post. Ladies and gentlemen, Camp David Crockett Checker Champion Earl Mattox. Earl will go in.
Play him an entrance song.
Oh, that'd be funny. We gotta get you a checker champion song. What song would be the
Tiger.
We will.
Rocky. Oh yeah, the Rock. Yeah, okay. You can say Rocky.
No,
I just double jump you.
Oh man.
Maybe we better work on that one just a little bit.
I think so. Maybe Langley will write us one for the Checkers champion.
Yeah, they tell me he's a musician.
Yeah.
Langley? I've never heard him.
Langley claimed that he was going to write a new theme song for the Camp David Chronicles, but he still hasn't done it.
Yep. Must be a loser. So speaking of musicians, I heard from a reliable source that you could play the harmonica.
That's true.
And I just happen to have a harmonica.
Really? Are we really pulling out all the stops tonight?
Well, because of the copyright laws, I can't play it right here. But,
Okay.
but I will tell you this, and not bragging or nothing now, but I've played that harmonica for years. And it's always been out in the woods, and I ain't had a tree stump complain yet.
But Randy can play a song.
I can play The Wizard by Black Sabbath.
On what?
The harmonica.
Oh,
He
okay.
can just play it.
One song.
But still, that's more impressive than what I can do. I tried with the harmonica that I have because you guys talked about this, and I was like, "Oh, well, I've got to outdo Earl." And so I got a harmonica. A kids learn to harmonica, and I tried to learn "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star." That's a hard song. I'll tell you what.
I bet it would be.
I tried it for all of 5 minutes and gave up.
Well, maybe with your talents, maybe I should teach you to play taps.
Okay, maybe not for a doctor like yourself. It would be hard.
Add that to his resume.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Commissioner, doctor,
Harmonica
specialist.
And checker champion.
Right, can't
of the
forget
world.
that.
And snake hunter.
Yeah, Snake Wrangler.
Yes.
Next year, Dinosaur Wrangler.
and the Dinosaur Wrangler now.
But ain't cause we're that old now. It's just cause we got to take and just hone our skills a little bit.
Okay.
What color is that
snakes to
dinosaur?
dinosaurs? What color is it?
Yeah.
It's pretty.
It's Gracie Green.
It's a Gracie
Like I
Green
said, it's
dinosaur.
pretty.
I was going to say, I've not heard of that color, Purdy. But now Earl's just playing with the toy dinosaur. I think we lost him.
It could be the Blacksburgosaurus.
Oh man, they're
he's
attacking
making
each other.
the dinosaur and the snake fight. Okay,
So-
I think we need to move on. What were you going to say, Hayden?
Earl's just a kid at heart.
That's true.
Hey, you know, we've had a real good summer here at Camp David Crockett.
We have.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking all the way back from week one. I mean, every week's good. I mean, we've met so many interesting people,
Yeah.
and we ain't got time to tell you all the stories.
Tell them what
but-
we do.
Well, we commish.
Yeah.
I was going to lead into asking that next was what is a commissioner? Because we mentioned that a couple times. I do want to say though, you kind of scared me when you suddenly started being serious. I didn't know if you were like leading into another joke or something. And then you
Oh, it's the best.
we had a great summer at Camp David. I was like, oh no, what's he gonna say? But so what are commissioners?
Yeah, you can never take Earl serious.
Well, we commish.
That's it. The end. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we do a lot of things. Number one, we do anything we're told to do by the camp director.
Well, that's all of us.
Well, I mean, we got to start from the start.
Okay.
I mean,
sorry.
you know, it's a big list.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not trying to step on your toes.
Number 2, the last item.
Continue.
And but we're goodwill ambassadors. We go around and we meet all the leaders, and we talk.
Check campsites.
And then sometimes we talk more, and sometimes we talk too much. And, on days when we're doing campsite inspections, sometimes we talk so much that we got to go back after supper to finish inspections.
It's lunchtime. We've checked only one campsite.
But we're just doing our job real good when we talk a lot. And of course, sometimes we talk to scouts, and sometimes you have little scouts that are homesick, and we try to cheer them up, and sometimes we try to cheer up leaders because they get homesick too.
What's your go-to homesick remedy?
Diet Coke and Oreo cookies.
So
I don't cure anything on it, Earl.
That's right.
You don't have any Oreo cookies. That's sad.
Oh, yes, he has. He's had a bunch.
Does he have them in his pocket? Or, he meant like right now. Because he is drinking Diet Coke.
That's right.
I also, Hayden, you're drinking chocolate milk, right?
I'm drinking a Yoo-Hoo.
Which is chocolate milk in a can.
Yeah.
Except it's not in the can anymore. I just wanted to point that out because last time you said chocolate milk was the worst milk and now you're drinking it.
But it's not the same.
Okay.
What are you drinking?
The Dr. Pepper cream soda.
Oh, and Randy's drinking tea.
Yeah.
Sophisticated.
Yeah, I was about to say that exact word. He's clearly the most sophisticated.
You got to make sure that every time you take a drink that you...
I was going to do that.
Yeah.
That looks like good tea.
Stick out your pinky.
I was going to do a spit take.
Spit on Earl. Okay. I think... yeah, that's what a commissioner is. I think it's time for the word of the day. I
want to talk about the religious program real quick.
Okay, talk about that.
So part of what you guys do is you've been helping out with Mr. Sossman with the religious program this year. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, that's another part of our job. We're supposed to help out the chaplain.
I mean, they both got the patch on their uniforms here.
And
Zeph helped out too.
So since our chaplain's been a little down and couldn't be here this year, it took about 5 people to take his place. And I kind of took care of the chaplain's patch program, and I'm happy to announce that we awarded almost 200 patches this year.
Wow.
And so it's been a good program, and sometimes we did the Vesper service too, with a lot of help. And Zeph took care of the Bible trivia, and
he sang some too.
He sure did. He's got a lot of hidden talents. And Randy, he was a horseshoe champion. He took care of the horseshoe tournament.
Yeah. But I remember coming as a camper to camp and working on the religious program and, getting all the patches and the segments and stuff. And that was I remember that being a big part because our troop always wanted to come and make sure that all the kids participated in everything. And so I remember that being a big part and enjoying it and it always being fun. So I'm glad that we've been able to carry on that tradition, even though that James he's been here, but not as much as he normally is.
That's right.
And the compass course too.
The chaplain.
Did a lot of people do the compass course this year?
Not a whole lot, but we had a few did it.
Okay,
that's cool. Okay, now we can.
Now we can get into the word of the day. So I am curious because I told Earl and Randy the list of stuff that they need to have, and I told them that they could decide how to if one of them would do the word and one the joke, or if they wanted I don't know. We might have 2 words of the day. I don't really know what they had decided. So
this scares me.
I am a little bit on the
word of the day is kind of like the joke of the day too.
What? Now I'm even more scared. All right, break it to us. What's going on here with the word?
Word of the day is sensuous.
What?
Sensuous.
Okay.
Hey, Randy, since you're in the kitchen, how about bringing me a bottle of water?
Sensuous in the kitchen.
Yeah, drink plenty of water. It's good for you.
Okay.
I was sitting in here earlier while you were washing cups, and they were practicing.
We're messing up there.
Oh, since you was in the kitchen, bring me a yeah. And I was there in the kitchen, kind of kitchen. It's not. And really.
You didn't even bring him a glass of water.
Well, I brought him empty mugs.
He brought us an empty cup.
Yeah.
Got
Okay.
Diet Coke in it now.
Wait, so was that the joke too? Or is there
That was
another
the joke too.
Okay.
You know, drink plenty of water. It's good for you.
Right.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Okay. That's man,
I mean, we've heard that
You
a
got
lot this summer.
that's true.
That was the Pop-Tart Python.
No.
It drinks plenty of water. It's
Drink plenty of water. It's good for you.
That was the snake talking.
Yeah, the snake and those Earl the snake wrangler sound very similar.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Taught him everything you know.
Was that the snake wrangler or the snake?
We never know who's talking. Maybe in the skit, whenever he pulled out those snakes, it was actually the snakes that were talking.
Yeah,
The snake wrangler.
Earl is just there.
The snake wrangler character doesn't actually have any lines.
Got to have a few trade secrets, you know.
Okay, do we want to go ahead and go into the interview questions?
Yeah, I guess we should.
I think you should ask the first one this time.
Okay. So, how do we want to do that? Do we ask both of them at once, or do I address one of them personally?
I say you pick one to go first, and then we'll switch next time. So like Earl can go first this time, and then Randy can go first next time.
Okay.
I don't know.
That wasn't a question. I didn't ask you a question yet. Right?
It's not your turn to go first.
All right. Earl, what do you want to be when you grow up?
snake wrangler.
And we already is a snake wrangler.
Well, since I got so many talent, I want to be a Boy Scout.
Ah, great answer. All right, what about you, Randy?
I'll be on staff.
You already are on staff.
So he's grown up.
Wow. You want to be more on staff? I don't know.
Did you say morons?
I'm on the moron staff.
I meant moron staff.
Shaker champion comedian.
That's true. We didn't know Earl was
Commissioner.
well, we kind of knew he was a comedian, but
Oh gosh. Okay, this one's gonna take a while. How many years have you been in scouting, Randy?
Oh Lord, since 11. Well, I was
like AD 11 or
I was a Cub Scout, so
okay.
Oh, okay. So since age 11.
yeah.
Oh, that makes more
My
sense.
first gen Boy Scouts was the year before this camp opened.
Okay, so
Oh,
51
I was
years.
here for
52 years.
the inaugural season,
Oh, really?
charter year.
That's cool. What about you, Earl?
Well, I was also here actually before Camp David Crockett was Camp David Crockett.
Oh,
I mean, it was back before they started building it.
okay.
But
Before humans settled this land. But
well, a few cavemen was here, I think, but and some dinosaurs too. That's why we want to bring them back to this area.
Bring back
reintroduce the native population.
Yeah, but I'm proud to say that in September, I will have completed my 40 years of being a scouter veteran.
Oh, happy birthday.
Wow. So what about on camp staff? How long have you guys been on camp staff?
Gosh, forever.
Oh, this one's a good one because I didn't know this about Earl. Go ahead. How many years?
Oh, let's see. I started off in nature and athletics,
Okay.
merit badge. I was a lifeguard one summer.
Wow.
I ran the pool for 3 summers.
Like
I
pool
ran the
director?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
ran the lakefront for 1 year. Ran a trading post for 2 years.
Okay. Is that including last year?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Because last year was your first year in a while.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you took a break.
oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
when were you on staff before?
About 76.
76 to...
It was 1776.
Couple years. Went
Okay.
to
So
work. Got laid off from work. What am I going to do? And I was laid off. I'll go work at camp.
Well, may as well.
yeah. So we'll say
Some amount of
8-ish years.
Yeah.
That sounds okay. And then Earl?
Well, this is my 6th year of being camp commissioner. And I volunteered to help on staff 1 year before that.
He doesn't count. Mostly because I want to say that we have been on staff the same amount of years because I imagine that Earl was like born here and he just like had a staff hat on and worked here forever.
Now, you were not here 2020, right? Is that?
No, COVID year.
COVID year, I was not here.
Okay. So you started in 2017?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not very good on math, you know.
Okay.
So we kind of covered your positions and stuff on that as well.
Yeah. What troops have you guys been in? And what? Hey!
Technical difficulties.
So anyways, what troops have you been in over the years?
Okay, I've been here with Troop 123
No, that one's an easy one to remember.
and Troop 160
Okay.
and Pack 160. And I think that's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you happen to know, Randy?
I was in Troop 58.
Your whole scouting, well, I mean, other than like when you were in
Yeah, they're no longer a troop, so
Okay.
I'm the last one.
The last survivor.
I came down with 387.
Gosh, this is terrible.
Well,
They're still
I'm like in a metaphorical way, you know, so it's less surviving in scouting.
Okay. Well, do you know anybody that was in your troop that is still like in scouting?
No, I'm the only one.
Okay.
Okay.
So that it was his state most true.
Well, anyway, I hope that wasn't important, though. That was my mom calling me. So,
Your mom's down here this year.
yeah, she was here with Pack 240 for Webelos camp.
And your sister,
My
right?
sister was one of the Webelos. Yeah.
Is there any more?
Not here right now. My brothers are both at home.
Yeah, they were both here though this year.
Yeah, they were here over the summer for most of the summer. All right. So, Randy, what is your favorite campsite and your favorite program shelter on camp?
My favorite campsite, we always stayed in Black Bear. My
Okay.
best shelter is the pool shelter, probably. Spent a lot of time in the pool shelter.
And what about you, Earl?
I think I like elk. It's always been a good campsite. But I think now if I was to come down and like bring a group, I'd want to be in grizzly bear.
Yeah. It's closest to dining.
That's right.
That's true.
Earl likes food.
And what about the shelter, Earl?
I probably, they tore my favorite shelter down when they built staff camp, but
The headquarters shelter.
yeah.
Rest in peace.
But I really don't have I think the rifle range now is more my favorite place.
That's true. It is the best place. So, Earl, it's your turn again. What is one of or a couple of your biggest pet peeves?
Don't like people wearing their hats in the dining hall.
Okay.
That's got to be the birdie song.
And
birdie
that's
song.
just what I was getting ready to sing. I don't like the birdie song.
Okay.
The second verse, anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
I just
It's a
don't
good
like
song.
It. Nah, it's terrible.
I'm not the biggest fan of it as the ecology director.
It's a metaphorical bird. It's not real. There's no bird
That's true.
actually getting hurt.
No birds were harmed in the making of the song.
Yep. Or the singing of the song. Randy?
Hopefully.
Randy, what is one of your biggest pet peeves?
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
I guess the dining hall thing would be.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. The people, and especially like when you make an announcement or something and then it's like, I don't know. But then also, okay, I've got an argument for this. So we say, please remove your headgear if it is your custom, right? Okay. But what if like
Not your
there's,
custom.
yeah, what if it's not your custom? How does that, I mean,
Well, the reason that phrase is added is for like if someone has religious headgear, like we're not going to be like force them to take it off, like, you know, 'cause
Yeah.
we are respectful of that.
right.
But normally we don't have anyone with that. So
I don't know.
anyway,
So, question.
You should ask the next question too, because somehow we ended up back on what we normally ask. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Earl and Randy, you're first.
Okay.
What is something that embarrasses you?
I could tell a snake story that got embarrassed.
well, I already told that publicly on the podcast. So
Yeah, we pretty embarrassed you.
yeah, I think that was on Judy's episode.
That was embarrassing.
Okay. Anything else?
I can't think of anything right now. I embarrass easy, so.
Okay.
Earl hasn't embarrassed you this summer.
No, I probably embarrassed him more than embarrassed.
Yeah, he throws me on the bus every chance he gets.
They say you missed a golden opportunity. You could have said being seen with Earl, and then Earl could have said being seen with Randy.
Yeah. So Earl, what embarrasses you the most?
I'm not very easy to get embarrassed.
I've been told that you don't like public speaking.
Are we in public now?
Earl just realized that this is public and he's not going to speak anymore.
I am not very good in public speaking.
I think you're
that's
fine.
not my comfort zone, but
Right.
Last year, I could not remember anybody on my staff's name when we first introduced. I would leave somebody out or forget their name, just go blank.
Oh yeah.
Like a different person every week,
Yeah.
too, right?
like 5 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I always liked that though, because it almost became a joke on like, not like I feel like bad saying like we were laughing at you, but like who's he gonna forget this time?
I could not think of Andrea's name.
Yeah. See, but you got it now.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Who? No. All right. Who do we ask first?
I asked Earl first.
Okay.
I think.
I don't know. Anyway, Randy,
Yes.
what is your favorite Trading Post snack?
Oh, this
As a former Trading Post manager.
Got to be the Twix bar.
That's a good choice. Right or left?
Both.
Okay.
Okay. Playing both sides
I'll
here.
keep both
Okay. What about a drink?
You know, they did not know how to make the Cool Carl slushy this year. I guess it's the Cool Carl.
So explain to us what the cool
what was
Carl is.
All red flavors.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. What about you, Earl?
without a doubt, my favorite snack and my final answer is Ruffles.
Oh.
If they don't have Ruffles,
You can't play checkers.
I can't do anything. I can't function without Ruffles. and then sometimes an extra strong cherry slushy, like 4 squirts of the red stuff in it.
That's a lot.
I
have
mean,
to watch your sugar.
Yeah.
I do. I hold it nice up, and then I drink it. And eat Ruffles.
Oh, okay. Ruffles with a slushy is pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried Ruffles in milk? That's my favorite.
Why?
I don't drink anything that strong.
No milk for you.
Don't like that song of it.
Oh, you don't like the milk song?
What's wrong with milk?
Nah, just kidding.
Okay.
It's just because I don't like milk.
What songs do you like? Like camp songs.
Well, y'all won't sing in bluegrass, so.
Hey, we could do a bluegrass cover of Yogi Bear.
I like the turtle song y'all did for the first time last week.
Oh yeah, we saved it till the end. It was a very hot day, and JD was like, "What song can we do that's short?" So the turtle song. It's like 4 words.
Yeah, I think I like Yogi Bear pretty good.
Yeah.
So Earl, if you could have any superpower, what would the superpower be? It's a good one.
I don't know.
And not snake catching, because obviously he already has that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already got checkers. I got snake wrangling.
He's got all the superpowers already.
I mean,
you could read minds.
Nah, there's too many blank minds around here. I wouldn't have nothing to do.
You go to the moron staff.
Oh my goodness!
And then you could be invisible, which would be funny.
I think you would just stay invisible.
Yeah, with your fart jokes.
Oh my goodness!
It's not good though.
You could be invisible.
What was the next question?
We didn't know where he was at. I mean, if he was invisible.
All right, Randy, what about you for a superpower?
It'd be cool to have Spider-Man webs around the forest.
Ooh,
swing through the trees.
No one's given that answer yet.
No. Cool.
Swinging through the trees. You know, that kind of goes back to his ancestral history.
What?
You know.
Gosh, give me the notepad.
All right. Randy, what's your favorite class that you have taken and your favorite class that you've taught at camp?
Ooh. The winter camp, I never know cacao. I did the dairy thing.
Are you okay, Hayden? Just give me that milk.
I just imagined a gorilla swinging through the tree.
You just now got there?
With spider web.
Oh, that made me go.
There was spider webs everywhere.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right.
I milked a cow for the first time.
The dairy farming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was fun.
What about that you taught?
I would say life saving was a fun.
Okay.
Or water skiing. I did water skiing.
Ooh.
It was fun.
Yeah. And what about you, Earl? Same question.
I think one of the best classes I've ever taken here is the RSO class.
Okay.
Who the J-Dub taught that?
No, it was a different guy taught it. But,
No, well,
I've said it on J-Dub's class. He does a very good job, and Mike does too. But
yeah.
Shout out to JW.
but I like the RSO class. I learned a lot.
Can you explain what RSO is?
That stands for Range Safety Officer.
He's got his doctorate.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctorate in that, but I am a doctorate commissioner though.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite class that you have taught? Taught. Flag etiquette.
I can't really. I think kind of organizing the Vesper services are one of my favorite things I do.
Okay.
That was fun this year.
What was fun?
The Vespers.
Oh, okay.
Reading something one time, and
Oh, yeah.
I
Right.
got you to sing one time, and you read some stuff.
Yeah. So, Earl, what is one of your favorite camp stories?
This is the part I'm the most scared for.
I have to kind of think about that for a while.
And just the same question to you as well, so you can start.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
okay. Brandy's already.
I'll tell you, I've told this story 100 times.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll let Earl think.
Frank Bowman was the first ranger here,
Yeah.
and Bowman Trail's named after him.
Right.
He was a great guy. But my first year here at this camp, Frank comes in the dining hall and goes, "Who wants to go on a hayride?" Of course, me, being a tenderfoot, raised my hand. Frank took us all out in this field out here where the hay was already baled. We threw all the bales on the truck and rode back.
So he used y'all for manual labor.
So
That's smart. Yeah.
So the next year, Frank comes in the dining hall at camp because he wants to go on a hayride. The tenderfoots behind us all raised their hand.
And all y'all are like, nope.
Yep. Got us once.
Oh, that's funny. I like that.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah.
Can't do that now.
Yeah, that's true. So, Earl?
I think some of my favorite times when we all sitting around talking and we get talking about the camp ghost.
Yeah.
I'm firmly convinced that we have some ghosts here on camp.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, and don't think I'm mental now, but other than being very intelligent. But I saw one of the ghosts this summer.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Just tell us about it.
Well, I was sitting on my couch
Okay.
there in the cabin, and there's always been a story about this woman in a white dress out near Wolf Campsite.
Okay.
Well, my cabin's close to Wolf Campsite,
It is.
and so I was sitting there watching this movie on the TV, and I look over and I saw this ghost standing in the corner
Of the room?
of the room.
Oh.
And wasn't there just maybe 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But just as soon as I saw it, I thought, hey, there's that ghost. Everybody's been talking.
There it is.
Got him.
Yeah, you know,
You can't pull me down.
but before I had a chance to say, hey, hi, it was gone.
Oh, man.
But I do think we have ghosts here.
I've heard of the lady in white ghost. Sarge used to tell the story.
Yeah. And I know you used to tell me a lot that down in the old parade field, that what used to be the parade field, the old parade field, you felt something there.
Yeah, right there where the old leaning tree used to be.
Yeah. Because I think it was you that told me, because you always went down, but when the parade field was there, you went down early to set up like the microphones and stuff. I think it was you that was telling me that you felt a hand on your back or on your shoulder or on your face or slapped you or something.
No, that was somebody else. No,
Oh, wow.
I don't get that close to him.
Maybe it was someone else, and Earl was putting his hand on him, like,
Earl was like,
trying to scare him. I could see him doing that.
I'm not a practical joker now.
Never.
Certainly not. No.
Never.
As he plays with his rubber snake.
I've got another real good one.
Okay. I'm ready for it.
Grady Hutchins was kind of like the program director, and he gave this troop a hard time the whole week. And we're walking to flags like on a Friday. And Grady goes, I think this troop's going to give me some kind of award. I go, really? And they stepped out and said, we want to give Grady a T-shirt. And they handed it to Grady, and the guys in the troop were going, put it on. So Grady took his other shirt off. And by the time he got the shirt over his head, they all rushed him and got duct tape and tied him to the flagpole.
What?
Taped him to the flagpole.
Oh my goodness.
And everybody went to eat and left him there on the flagpole.
Oh gosh. That was a long time ago.
This was back in 12.
Back
This was back
1720.
2000 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's still a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty funny. Okay, we got.
Okay, yeah. So our question from Caleb, the previous guest, is a little bit of a complicated question. So you stay with me here, okay?
Don't fall asleep.
So, in your favorite book or movie or TV show, whatever, your favorite like story, like anything like that, would you rather relive the story as the main character or continue from the ending as yourself? There's a little bit of a sort of a multi-layered question here. First, you got to figure out what your favorite book or movie or what. I mean, don't worry too long about that. Just pick something, I guess.
Well, I think I'd go with like Blue's Clues or like the Paw Patrol.
That's right. Earl is the number one fan of Paw Patrol and Minions.
Yeah, while you guys are thinking about that, I'm going to tell a story on Earl because this is the perfect place to do it. So a couple of years ago, Earl was staying up in staff camp when we had moved up there, and we had staff lodge. And there's a big thing around staff camp that if you leave like your shampoo or your soap or whatever, that it gets collected up, and you got to find who it is because you're not supposed to do that. And so one evening, we found a bottle of Paw Patrol body wash. Okay. And so all week it was all of staff's mission to figure out whose body wash this was. Okay. And so everybody was like asking around, like, hey, do you know whose Paw Patrol body wash this is? Blah, blah, blah. And so finally JD got frustrated one day and he was like, you know what? I'll take it to Flags and I'll ask whose it is. And so he goes up to Flags that day and we're having our little staff meeting. And JD just holds it up and goes, and whose bottle of Paw Patrol body wash is this? And Earl wasn't going to say anything. But Jerry threw him right under the bus and goes, "Oh, that's Earl's." And everyone just kind of turns and looks at Earl's. Earl's just back there, kind of flushed.
So that's what embarrasses him.
Well, I wasn't going to say nothing, but really, it came from Dollar Tree. It was cheap, and I do take baths, you know.
Well, that's good.
And I do have to say, he's never left his shampoo or body wash in the shower ever again.
As far as we know.
Yeah.
Next year when we find the My Little Pony shampoo, we'll know.
But I've been told by Earl that they don't make the Paw Patrol body wash anymore.
It's a shame.
So I've had to go to Brew and some of these other, so you don't know it's me.
And they should bring it back. Paw Patrol body wash.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Cheap too.
All right. Have you guys thought of your answer to the question?
Oh, I think one of my most favorite movies is Follow Me Boys.
Okay. Yeah, it's a classic scout movie.
And I would have liked to have been that scoutmaster.
Fred McMurray.
Yeah. Well, I just like to be a scoutmaster like he was.
Yeah. It's a good role model for sure.
Yeah.
What about you, Randy?
My favorite movie is Apocalypse Now.
Oh, okay.
Everybody gets blown up at the end.
So would you rather live the rest of that story, or would you?
I think, would you rather get blown up?
They all get blown up at the end.
So would you want to relive that as the main character, or would you want to continue from the ending? If everyone dies, you probably want to continue from the ending.
I guess
yourself.
that's true. They're the only one survived.
It'd be lonely.
Well, it was like you could be the only person.
It could be before the ending. I mean,
I don't know. That's
Brando gets killed at the end.
then you know what's coming.
okay.
You know to expect
But
it.
Yeah.
Brando gets killed in the end with a fire axe.
Okay. That is not a scout appropriate movie, is it? Okay.
So we asked the question from the previous guest. So now you guys have to ask a question for our next guest. But are we going to do two separate questions? I say we do two separate questions.
May as well. Did you guys come up with questions or one question?
Okay.
Or how did you?
What kind of snake would you be if you...
Okay. Is that just the one, or do you have one as well, Earl?
Yeah, I guess. What kind of dinosaur would you be if you had a chance?
Okay. Great questions.
I like it.
For JD.
Yeah.
Oh,
He will be our next guest on the summer recap episode.
Yeah.
the Blacksburgosaurus.
So the thought of the day. So this is something that I learned that not many people know. It's more of a public service announcement.
Okay.
In honor of Langley that is watching the episode right now. For those of the people that are out there that don't know why corn dogs are named corn dogs, okay? So a corn dog is named a corn dog because it's wrapped in cornbread and it has a hot dog in the middle, and that's where the dog comes from, the corn dog, right? Okay. Well, Langley did not know. That's why he thought that someone just liked the name corn dog, and that's why it was named. So that's the thought of the day. There are things out there that you probably don't know the name of or the reasoning why it's named, and you should find out.
Yeah. May as well.
Yeah,
You learn something new every time you learn something new.
that's true.
Well,
Hot dog.
yeah. Why did they call it that?
Because it's served hot.
It is served hot, but it's not actually a dog.
That's true.
I don't know. Well, Earl, Randy, do you have any more thoughts to leave this episode with before we close?
If you ever had a chance to come to camp, come check it out.
That's true.
I had more fun this summer than I've had in a long time.
Yeah, it's a great day to be at Camp David Crockett.
Bye.
Wait, no, you can't steal my line. No.
They be fun.
That's true. That is the line. Well, gosh, now I don't even know if I can say it.
Yeah.
Do you have any words of wisdom to leave the scouts with, or the listeners? They could be listening if they're not scouts, right?
Yeah.
Try not to be more on staff.
Gosh, I don't. See, I almost want It's such a like nice catchy little thing. I almost would want to make that the episode title, the moron stuff, but I feel like I can't put that on the title. People will be like, "What are they doing?"
Yeah, I got a little word of wisdom for you.
Okay.
Hey, it is better to listen than to talk and hear something that you already know.
Wow, that's profound. Well, now no one wants to talk because
that's why you have 2 ears.
That's right. That's why
2 ears and 1 mouth.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Okay.
You should listen more than Doug.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you for listening to this wonderful episode of the Chronicles of the Camp Davy. Make sure that you follow us on wherever you follow us, or wherever you don't follow us, and subscribe to the podcast for more amazing episodes like this. Do you want to say, Earl or Randy, do you want to say it's a great day to be a scout at Camp Davy Fun?
It's a great day.
It's a great day to be a scout at Camp Davy Fun.
Camp Davy Fun.
Bye. Bye.
Camp Davy Chronicles. It's a podcast about